Hi, we are here making some homemade cold processed beeswax soap. This batch will be called Summer Lovin', and it is a blend of a watery fragrance with a foresty, spicy fragrance. And it really just smells like you're at the beach for a beautiful day. So we have our base oils done already, our kaolin clay and our beeswax all mixed in. And we're ready to mix our lye in. So we're going to do that now. As with our other videos, if you want our base oils, if you want to know what they are, we have that in our first original soap making video, and we can tag that in the description below for you to find easily. We're going to get this lye mixed in through the strainer. This soap definitely moves a little faster, so we have to be prepared and ready on this one, and it will end up looking like the water coming in at the beach, hopefully, when we're done. Okay, I just used our immersion blender and mixed the lye in with our base oils here. So now I'm going to divide this up into different containers for our different colors. We have a mermaid blue. I mixed two blues here to make a darker blue. Looks kind of like a deep ocean, and then a white color. So I'm going to put our oils in there. We don't need too much of the white. A little more of that one, and then a little more in that one as well. And then this one will be, we use King's Gold mica, but once it is in going through the soaping process, it looks like sand. It looks like the beach. Just kind of a tan color. All that color out of there, so it's a good rich color. And I'm going to do a little bit of fragrance in this one. I'm going to stir it by hand so it doesn't set up too quickly on us. Get the color and the fragrance all mixed in. And on this one, to add to that sandy beach effect, we add a little bit of coconut husk powder. Ooh, kind of put a lot there, but that's okay. And some walnut shell powder. So that makes half the bar a little bit of an exfoliant. Kind of have that two-tone there of the sand on the beach. And I'm going to use the immersion blender here just to get that broken up in there and mixed in well. Just a little bit. Okay, that's probably good. And then I'll go back with the spatula and mix a little more. Like I said, this fragrance tends to set up kind of quickly, so we don't want to use the immersion blender too much because it will set too fast for us. So I'm going to pour a base layer in here of our beach. And then I'm going to add some of our white in. We're going to do an in the pot swirl with it. We're just going to do a little of it. Save some for one of our blues here. We're going to swirl it and then pour the rest of that in there so it looks kind of like the foam at the beach coming in. There we go. I'm going to scrape a bit of that out. Make sure we have all of that soap. Okay. Then we'll set this off to the side here because we're going to work with our blues next. And this one, we got to stir that color up a little bit. We're going to add some fragrance. A little more. There we go. And stir that in good. And then we're going to do kind of an in the pot swirl with it as well. Okay. I'm going to just swirl it a little. And we're going to pour that right over here, over my spatula here. As you can see, that white is kind of mixed in there with that blue. Almost looks like the water and the foam coming up at the edge of the beach there. And then we come in with our dark blue. Going to do the last of the fragrance in here. Stir it up by hand. Then it goes right over the top. A little further out to sea here, so it goes on top here. And get all of that soap out. All right, so we're here. We're going to make the top of our Summer Lovin'. And we just try and make kind of like little wave thing going on here. So it looks like a little wave on the top. And we just use this. It's actually a cocktail mixer spoon that we found. And we just really like the different things you can do with the sides of it. We use one side sometimes in our swirls inside the soaps. And then we use this side a lot when we're doing the tops. We also use one, I don't know if you've noticed, to scoop our kale and clay. Because it's just a good scoop too. I guess that's why they made them. Good size. So we just make little waves over here for our beach soap. And the end one's kind of tricky there, but we get it kind of. There we go. And there you go, that's the top. We'll show you what it looks like when we cut. Thank you.